Hi there! So today we are going to be talking about something super exciting, and it's going to be the Sephora Vib sale of 2019, and it is fast approaching. By the time I have this up, it will have started for Vib Rouge. I myself am a Vib, so it's a little bit later than that. I believe it's the following week, but anyway, I will have in the description listed down below the dates and the percentages off that you will get, as well as some sale exclusions that apply. So that's very important to remember. Anyway, that's all listed down below. Also, obviously, along with the products that I will be recommending today. So I know there are a ton of videos like this going around, and I just wanted to put in my input as well. I mean, that's why I have a platform like this on YouTube. And if anything, you know, just to solidify what all the huge big YouTubers are saying, and just to let you know from a consumer such as myself, I really love these items too. And I try to pick out a lot of items that were exclusive to Sephora. If you are VIB just like myself, you get 15% off, which is a little more than taxes if you think about it. But, you know, we definitely want to take what we can get. But I try to keep in mind that if there's anything at Ulta that you can get for 20% off when they send out those coupons, you might as well. You know, don't strive to get something from the sale. Don't go broke just because of it, because there's going to be another one at the end of the year. And I believe us VIB members get 20% off if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, they could change it. Anyway, if you can get it at Ulta, I would totally do it because their reward system is so much better. And if anything, if you can wait for a product, if you want a Too Faced product, go ahead and go on their email list. That way they can send you emails, and sometimes they even have better, 25-30% off sales, even better sometimes. But that is just my advice to you. It is your hard-earned money, so do what you will with it. But either way, these products I recommend wholeheartedly to people in my life, and I am making a video just to let you people out there in the universe know as well. So I have a ton to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first off, I'm going to talk about one skincare product and then one beauty tool. And so the first one is from a Sephora collection. Actually, both of them are from the Sephora collection. And so this first one, I don't have it with me, but I'll put a picture up here. So this is the Mud Mask Purifying and Mattifying. And for an oily skinned person like me, I really enjoy this mask. The only reason why I didn't repurchase it afterwards is because I get some beauty subscription boxes that just give me a ton of, you know, sheet masks and mud masks such as this. So I don't have it in my collection right now, but I have used up a couple of the little jars of it, and it is comparable, from what I understand, to the Glam Glow mattifying treatment mask that looks the same. And there are a ton of videos that were put out in the past saying that it was a dupe as well. Anyway, I haven't tried the Glam Glow, but I did like this Sephora collection one. It's only $20, and it truly lasts a really long time, and I definitely think that it was effective in you know, mattifying my skin and kind of taking out all that excess oil out of my pores. So it was really nice, and I recommend it, obviously. All right, so next up is a beauty tool. Now this one is a mini brush, because as you know, Sephora brushes can be quite expensive, and so they don't have this black one. I bought this a million years ago. I want to say it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and this brush is still kicking out, you know, after many washes. It's still so very soft. So this is called the Mini Multitasker brush, and the number is 45.5. I know, very confusing, but it retails for $14. And now if you go on the website, it's actually in gold packaging, and which is really pretty. I actually want to buy a new one. Isn't that silly? I know this one is still good, but this is the only one that I have like this. And so I kind of want to back up so that I don't have to keep washing it because I'm lazy. Whatever. Anyway, what I like to use this for specifically, since it's so soft and it's the perfect size for under my eyes for concealer, absolutely love it. Like I said, it's so soft. So when I pounce on my under eye, it doesn't like poke. Does that make sense? Because like I have other foundation brushes, and they're soft, but they're not as soft as this one. And honestly, I absolutely love using this one under my eyes, so highly recommend it. And the price, you know, $14 for something that's gonna last this long, I think is really worth the investment. So if you are looking for that perfect concealer brush, I do recommend this one. All right, so these next recommendations come as no surprise to anyone who has watched just even a few of my videos, but here is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is absolutely amazing. I really love how versatile this one is. You know, unlike like the MAC Fix Plus, which I do still enjoy, this one doesn't make my face too dewy because, like I said earlier, I have oily skin, so I do like a matte finish, but I do like to add glow to my skin where I want it. So once I'm done with my makeup, I just spritz this on and it gives me that non-powdery look that you want from a finishing spray, but it also doesn't give me too much of a dew to where I'm like, okay, well, I still need to powder. But that is all preference because, like I said, I do like a matte look. Also, you know, obviously it's a primer water, so in the summertime I think it's absolutely perfect for me to use because I don't like to layer and layer and layer, but I still like full medium coverage foundations sometimes, and so this is the perfect primer because it still makes your foundation go on really nicely. You know, you get that hydration that your skin wants and needs, but you don't have that thick silicone layer, or, you know, you just don't have that extra thick layer. And in the summertime, that is really nice. All right, so next is another primer, and this is the Photo Finish Primerizer, also from Smashbox. So this is the larger bottle, which was half off at Ulta when I bought this, but it really is a better deal if you buy the mini size of this. If you like do all the math and whatnot, it's just a better deal to buy the mini size. But side note, it's better to buy the full size of the primer water. That's a better deal. All right, so I have talked my butt off about those Smashbox products time and time again, so let's just move on, okay? They're recommended. So next up I have 3 foundations and 1 concealer that are exclusive to Sephora. You know, once I run out, I will go and buy new ones. I don't need them now, so I won't be buying them in the sale, but highly recommend. And let's see, I will show you the concealer first, why not? So this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aquacealer. And when I first bought this, I did not like it because I thought it was a really thin formula that kind of gave, I want to say, medium coverage, and I hated it. But then I kept it in my collection, and I think now I like it more. So what I do is, since it's such a light and thin concealer, I will go ahead, when I put on my foundation, I will, you know, cover my eyes as well in the foundation, and then I will layer this on top. And for someone who is as fair-skinned as I am, it really is as bright as you need it to be. I will go ahead and swatch it for you, but it's really beautiful. And I think I'm about halfway done with this foundation, or concealer, excuse me, but I still have a ton of it left, and it's really beautiful. Like I said, if you see on my finger, it's super thin, and I actually have grown to love that, especially in the summertime. I feel like since the weather has gotten a lot warmer, I've been reaching for this a lot because I don't want that heaviness under my eye right now, especially when I'm like outside in the hot heat just sweating. It's disgusting. I don't like it. But this retails for $26, and I didn't mention the other prices. Guys, if I forget it, it's all listed down below. All right, it's a lot to remember. I'm doing a lot of talking. So now next I will go ahead and talk about the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. And this, again, I thought I hated it at first, and I think it was more or less the color because this might be a little bit too light for me. So this is the concealer, and then this is the foundation. So see how much lighter that is? I could go in and use this as a concealer. I haven't yet just because I actually like mixing this specific one with like my really matte foundations, and I honestly think it adds just the perfect amount of dewiness to it. And it sounds really stupid, but once I run out of this, I am going to buy this specific shade and just to mix it in. I know that sounds very extra, but I like it that much. I'm actually wearing it today with the foundation that I'm going to show you next, and you would think with this next foundation that I'll show you that it would be too thick, but it's not. It's perfect. So anyway, this one is $39, and this this top to this one is the same as the concealer, but when I was looking online at Sephora, the concealer cap is the same, but this is actually like a turquoise blue now, so that really threw me off. I thought they discontinued this, but the packaging has just changed, so that is the only thing different, but it's still a broad spectrum SPF 15, still the Rainforest of the Sea water foundation, so it's exactly the same except the cap. But just so you know, in case you're looking, this is in the shade Porcelain. And I didn't say the shade. This is the shade Fair in the concealer. I'm really getting bad at all these listings. I apologize. So next up, the foundation that I mixed the Tarte water foundation with is this Kat Von D foundation. So this gives me the coverage that on some days when my skin is acting up, I crave for this kind of coverage. But sometimes it's just too much. Like, it's such a heavy foundation. But when these two pair together, it's like a match made in heaven. And like I said, I have it on today and I don't feel that it's too heavy. It doesn't look cakey like in the crevices right here. It's just, it's beautiful together. These two are the perfect match. And so what I do is I'll pump, I think I used 2 pumps of this and then just a little bit of this just to kind of thin out this formula. And this shade in the Kat Von D is Light 44 Cool. And these are absolutely perfect. And I definitely want to have those 2 pairs in my collection for as long as I possibly can. And also the Kat Von D foundation is $36, which is a really great price compared to a lot of other foundations that you can find at Sephora. I mean, they get up there in price. I'm sure you already know. So the third foundation that I have for you, again, is no surprise, just like those Smashbox products. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. And so this is in the shade Snow, and I believe now that they have a shade even lighter than this, which I will get once I run out of this one, and that one is in Cloud, I want to say. This one is in Snow, and it is an amazing foundation. You actually get 1.6 fluid ounces, and the standard is 1 ounce, so I really like that you get that much more product. This one retails for $36. So again, it's a really great price when you do compare it to other high-end foundations. Again, this is Sephora exclusive, so I think these kinds of sales are a perfect time to get items such as this, where you can't find, you know, at Ulta with their amazing reward system. I digress. So now, keeping with complexion, we have the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. And they actually just released a deeper shade of this. So I obviously have the lighter of the two. And this, man, this is gonna last me forever. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful powder. And there are tons of other people that speak highly of it as well. So it does retail for $33, which sounds really scary. But seriously, I've had this for, I want to say, over a year. And when I use it, you know, I definitely use quite a bit of it just because I like that matte set. And I don't think it's going to go anywhere for a really long time. And I even, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. I even wanted to buy the set. I'll put a picture up here. I even wanted to buy the set just because I love the powder so much. And the mascara is really great. I really love that primer. I just use that up in my project pan. And, but I don't like the setting spray. I just don't like it. It leaves those white spots on your face. It's a really great deal, but I already have lots of those products, already in my collection, so it wouldn't make sense, and I'm sure they'll have it next year, so I'm just gonna calm down for a second and not purchase that. But if you are looking for that and you know you like all those products, that's a really great value for $45. Again, I don't like the setting spray, but maybe you will. Just beware that it does leave white spots on your face, so just go in with like your beauty blender and, excuse me, my nose and my allergies are crazy. So go in with your beauty blender and just pat that out, and then those white spots disappear. Not a big deal, but I didn't enjoy doing that. So anyway, Peach Perfect Mattifying Setting Powder, $33, amazing. And Sephora exclusive, if I didn't say that. I don't know, I'm saying a lot of things. I said that I had 3 foundations, but I do have one more, just one more. And this is the Lancome Teint Idole foundation. And I actually used this one up a while ago. So I'll put a picture here, but everything that people have said in the past about how great it is, it's still that great, okay? And I just wanted to use up a few more of my a lot more of my foundations before I buy such a high priced item, but it's amazing and you just needed to know that. That's all. It's $47, guys, but you can get it at Ulta, by the way, so definitely think about that one, okay? So now we'll go ahead and move on to the couple. I have 2 face palettes here, and these can both be found at Ulta, but these are absolutely amazing. And if you are looking for something glowy and just naturally beautiful during the summertime, I feel like I've been reaching for these a lot. And one I just bought, but I have been wanting to use it over and over again. You know how you just get into those products as soon as you get them, you want nothing else. But I will go ahead and show you the product that I have on my face today. This is the Too Faced Natural Face Palette. So it has a huge mirror at the bottom, but here are the face products. It's very, very beautiful. So these here, these can be used as bronzers for my fair skin. And then I do use, like today, I use these 2 blushes together. And then these 2 highlights I paired together as well. So I love how diverse this palette is. Obviously, you can use them as eyeshadows as well. I love palettes like this. Face palettes are my weakness. And I was definitely not disappointed in purchasing this. So this one retails for $44, which I think is an absolutely amazing price considering all the products that you get in here. And it actually smells like vanilla. So like I said, I use bronzers and then the highlights. It's really beautiful, and I built that up. So if you're kind of afraid of all that shine, then you can, you know, put a light layer on, but I did build this up. And it looks just so natural, and I don't feel that it emphasizes texture either. It's just such a beautiful, like it says, natural, you know, face. I love it. And I always reach for this one during the summertime. It's such a good product. Now, the next one I have to recommend is something that I kind of was hesitant to buy at first. Not because I didn't hear good things about it, just because, I don't know, it wasn't something that kind of jumped at me. But then I kept seeing tutorials and people talked more and more about it, and then I kind of just broke down. I got an Ulta 20% off discount coupon, and I bought it, and it is amazing. So this is the Becca, Khloe, and Malika Glow Palette. So here is, I'm holding it back this way because it just keeps glaring off of everything, but this is the front of it. And then the inside right here, it's so beautiful. So these are just, they are absolutely beautiful. Like, you know, when you do your makeup and then you look in the mirror and you're like, oh man, I did a good job. This palette made me think that. And not because I was being conceited, but really, they are amazing products, and it made my skin look so, so good. And this, I think, is the perfect palette for all year round, honestly, because you always want your face to look really good, right? So this is the lighter version, and they do have a deeper version. This is absolutely beautiful. It retails for $44. I couldn't recommend this one enough. Since it is limited edition, it might very well go to like deep discount, you know, when they're just trying to get rid of stuff at the end. So if it does, I'm gonna be that crazy person and buy a backup. I'm not even kidding. I like it that much. All right, so let's get down to something that I love the most. And it was so hard to kind of like dwindle down what I wanted to recommend. So I'm not gonna swatch everything because that's gonna take up too much time. You know, you obviously know how to use YouTube, and there are tons of people with way better lighting than I have that can swatch these for you. So I will just go ahead and quickly show you what I have here to recommend. So now first off, these are two little mini palettes, and this is from Huda Beauty, and this is the Smoky Obsessions palette and then the Ruby Obsessions palette. So these are, man, the price point is right. They're $27 each, and they feel small in your hands. Like if you look, it's pretty much the size of my palm, right? But you get so much product in here. If you look at it by grams, there's a lot of product in here, and they're both so amazing. Like I have yet to do an eye look where I am not satisfied with the outcome with these two. These are so beautiful, and they're just wearable. You can go, you know, daytime, nighttime, anything you want. They are amazing, and I couldn't recommend these two more. I haven't used any of the other ones, but I feel like overall they have gotten really good reviews as well. But specifically these two I very, very much recommend. And now next, I have two more eyeshadow palettes for you. So the next one is this Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. You obviously can tell I love this Too Faced Peachy line. They just did it right. And so this one is the perfect springtime palette, you guys. And they're, like they say, they're all matte. So I do like a shiny lid, and I like to go in with this one, and it gives me that perfect base, gives me any of the colors that I want. They're very flattering on my skin tone, and I think a lot of other skin tones as well. The formula is absolutely beautiful. They blend so nicely, and everything that I need for a full complete eye look is in here. And of course you can leave it at that matte eyeshadow look. Beautiful, but I do like to top it off with some shiny stuff, and I'll show you those in a second. It's what I have on my eyes today, so I'll show you in a second. But first, let me go ahead and recommend this last palette for you. You know, to no surprise to anyone, but it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I didn't know I needed this product until I had this product, and I bought it for my birthday. Well, I had a gift card, and so someone else bought it for me. So I looked on Ulta's website, and they didn't have this one for sale, but it is at Sephora, as well as those other eyeshadow palettes I just showed you. Those are exclusive to Sephora. So this eyeshadow palette looks boring, but honest to goodness, like I said earlier, I didn't know I needed it till I had it. Swatches are absolutely beautiful. Anastasia has not let me down with this palette. Thank you, girl. All right, so a few more eye products. So here is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this specifically is in the shade Kitten Karma. Now, if you've never tried these before, it makes glitter easy. It makes glitter like dumb proof, you know? Not calling you dumb, I promise. You're great. But these are so easy, and I only own one because I don't want this to dry out before I can use it up, and I don't need a whole collection. It's Kitten Karma. It's kind of like a champagne. There are some flakes of like silver and copper in there. Really, really beautiful. So along with the Peachy Matte palette, this is what I have on my eyes, and as you can see, I mean, the glitter on these are so beautiful, and there's just minimal, like I think I had a flake of glitter that I could just like brush off or whatever, but I did my face first and then I put this on. So that's how easy these are. And so I know once I run out of this, I might be tempted to buy this specific shade again because I feel like it goes with a lot of eye looks. And then next, I just recently purchased this one, and oh my gosh, the Stila one has a doe foot applicator that you can put on using that applicator obviously, but this one I like to apply it with my fingers personally. So this is the Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pot in Top Yacht, and Tati always talks about these, and I never knew I wanted it until I swatched it in the store. But this is just absolutely beautiful, and this is a champagne color. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. You can also find these at Ulta, okay? So I mean, don't stress about it at Sephora, but if you are looking for something just to make your look pop, that is it. And they retail for $22. So next up is a mascara, and I know what you're probably thinking. What? You are too cheap to buy you know, high-end mascaras. And this is true. I actually got this as a sample. I've got two of these actually. And so I always wear glasses. Like, I don't like touching my eyeballs, so I don't like to wear contacts, but mascara hasn't ever been a thing for me. Like, it doesn't drive me to buy, you know? And so a lot of the times I'll put on mascara and I'll think, oh, this is nice, or this is okay. But I've never had a mascara where I thought, oh my goodness, this makes my lashes look amazing. So this is it for me. And this is the Smashbox Super Fan Mascara. And seriously, when I put this on, I thought my lashes looked amazing. And they do have a mini size, which is $12, but the full size is $19, and the full size is a way better deal. I know I wouldn't buy it like full price. I would wait for a discount. I don't need it right at this second, but if you are looking for a mascara, I am telling you, man, this one is good. And I don't feel like I've heard anyone else talk about it, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention because Smashbox is kind of easy to overlook. But man, their products I have been just loving so far. And this mascara might have changed my mind about buying high-end mascaras. All right, last eye product. This is going to be the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayon. So now this is pricey. This is $25, guys. And this is in the shade Rococo. It's spelled really weird. You'll see in the description box below. But it's like this brown, bronzy shade. So a few years ago, before I started collecting makeup, before I tried a lot of makeup, you couldn't get me to like even think about buying a $25 eye pencil. Glides on so easy, but it's not going anywhere until I take it off with a Q-tip tonight. Like my eyes get watery a lot of days, and it's so good. It's so good, and it's worth every single penny. I know that's crazy for me to say, but these are good. The end. So now we are going to go and move down to lip products. I kind of was thinking springtime, you know, what colors I have been gearing towards, and then also what is exclusive to Sephora. And I just wanted to share these with you. So we'll go ahead and talk about this one. It's the Urban Decay Cream Lipstick, and this is in the shade Fuel. Urban Decay is also sold at Ulta, but they only have Fuel 2.0. And I don't know how different that is from this one. I don't know. But Sephora specifically has this Fuel shade. And this was recommended from a couple of YouTubers that I watched. And I've always wanted it. And then I finally got my hands on it. And it is just the perfect like peachy nude shade. And I feel like it flatters my skin tone a lot. And it is the shade that I'm wearing today, along with this next product that I'm going to show you. And it's such a beautiful color, and it's so easy to wear. And these Urban Decay lipsticks are so good, and I don't know why I don't own any more of them. I should own more, right? Anyway, so this next product that I layered on top of the lipstick just added that much more shine. And this was a sample that I had received. It's the Sephora Gel Gloss Ultra Brilliant Ultra Shine Lip Gel. That's forever long. So these are actually decently priced. Prices down below. And so I added this right on top just to give it just a little more sheen and glossiness to it. And I don't feel like it changed because they're pretty similar. It's still kind of like a peachy tone to it. So I don't think it changed the color of this lipstick too much when I layered them. This lip gloss formula is really nice. And I feel like it's comparable to like a Becca lip gloss, where it's not sticky to the point where like your hair is getting caught in it and it just drives you bonkers, but it's also very comfortable, and I think it lasts pretty decently for a lip gloss. So very recommended from me today. And then next up I have this NARS Color Pigment. Let's see, it's called the Lip Pigment. I know there's a really long name for it. Either way, it's the NARS Lip Pigment. Now this is something that I got from Sephora for, I think it was like a point perk. But I put it on, and it's such a thin formula for a liquid lipstick, but it's so freaking comfortable. So here it is right here. And if I didn't say already, it's in the shade American Woman. And man, this is amazing. And it's quite expensive for you know, a lip product, but I think with the sale price it kind of just makes me feel better about it. But I know once I use this up, I will get a larger shade of this because I think it's so flattering, and it's just a really beautiful like rosy mauve color, and I'm very happy with this, and I'm so glad that I sampled it, because never ever would I ever have picked up like a $20-something lip pigment. No. But damn, they proved me wrong. All right, so here are the last products, and there are actually two of them because I have two different shades, but this is the Hourglass Confession Ultra Slim High Intensity Refillable Lipstick. All right. Whew. So this packaging is rose gold because it's from the holiday set last year. And so this is in the shade My One Desire. And you know, unfortunately, I couldn't find this specific shade online at Sephora, so I think that was exclusive. So here it is right here. That's my one desire. But this next shade, and this is in the little refillable case, this next shade is called, let's see, At Night. And this one is still at Sephora, so you can purchase this one. And it's a really nice, kind of like a brick red shade. Sorry, that swatch sucked. So here it is right here. That's At Night. And then here is my one desire, but don't look at that one. I'm sure you can find a shade that's just the same. Anyway, what I wanted to specifically say was that this formula is absolutely comfortable, long-lasting, and the hoarder in me wants to purchase more of these. But I mean, I have a deep shade and I have a neutral shade, so I don't think that I will purchase any more until I use one, even both of these up. In this fancy schmancy case, you can buy this for $36 that comes with the lipstick, right? So it's really cute and it just pops out like that. Super easy, like you don't feel like you're gonna break it or anything, but it pops right back in. So that is $36 with a color of your choice. And then if you just get the refill, it's $22. And when you buy the refill, it's gonna just come like this. And you still have a protective cover over it. So honestly, if you don't wanna buy this for $36, $22 is just that much easier to kind of swallow, you know? But I mean, either way, it's absolutely beautiful. And this formula is definitely worth the price point, you guys. They have a gajillion shades as well. And from what I've seen online, some of the shades in the refillable differ from the shades in the like actual full casing of it, if that makes sense. But just, you know, if you have the time, check it out. But there are a ton of colors to suit everybody. So very much worth the full price and definitely a steal at a discount. So that is going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for hearing me talk for this long. I hope I haven't annoyed you too much, but seriously, all these products are so very highly recommended from me. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to stay kind and be awesome. And I will go ahead and leave you with that. I will be putting up my Sephora wish list video, which is going to be so much shorter because I don't need / want that much from there because I already have all these amazing products. But I will go ahead and put that up as soon as possible. Stay kind and be awesome. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.